All right, no time for a cold open. We've got to hurry. Welcome to American Esoterica. No, faster. If history class gives you the Generation X apathy, this is the whatever. The essential stuff in between. The personalities, events, and other ephemera that shape our history and culture. I'm Brian Powers. Look, we've got to move fast because while most things you'll hear on this show are true, this one has a limited shelf life of veracity. It's true right now, though, so we're going to get it in under the wire. But first, let's go back to 1840. Whig Party candidates for executive office William Henry Harrison and John Tyler are known by their wacky theme song, Tip a Canoe and Tyler 2. On a side note, somebody needs to make a historical buddy comedy sitcom out of that stat. It sounds like Tyler got the shaft in that phrase, all tacked on there after Harrison's nickname, and that nickname, Tip a Canoe, was earned in a battle of the same name against Native Americans who were not pleased with the expansion of colonists westward. It's pretty on brand for early America that it made him a hero, but I digress. Harrison defeats Martin Van Buren, but it's Tyler who gets the last laugh. Harrison's inaugural address, roughly the length of half a Lord of the Rings director's cut, and in the cold and wet early March weather, is the mythical source of a fatal bout of pneumonia that led to his death a month later. But it's not likely that he literally talked himself out of the presidency in such a fashion. He was having some stomach issues before the lung issue set in, and in all probability, he died as the result of tainted White House water, since its water source was literally downstream from a sewage outflow at the time. But back to John Tyler. He succeeds Harrison and becomes the first president to be born free and clear of British rule, having arrived on this earth in Virginia in 1790. His one-term presidency included a few dubious firsts. He was the first president to have impeachment proceedings brought against him. He was the first president to have a veto overridden by Congress, and he was the first president ejected from his party. Of course, being a Virginian, he was very much pro-slavery, and this led to another dubious first. He presided over Virginia's secession and was the first and only former president to be elected to office in the Confederacy. He would have served in the Confederate House of Representatives, but he died before it convened in 1862 at the age of 71, his coffin draped in the flag of the Confederacy. He is still the only president whose coffin was not adorned with the American flag at death. But let's talk about his other legacy, and the reason why we need to hurry this up. John Tyler was a prolific procreator. In addition to his other firsts, he fathered more children than any other U.S. president that we know of. All in all, John Tyler had 15 children, 8 with his first wife, Letitia Christian Tyler, who died in 1842, and 7 with his second wife, Julia Gardiner Tyler, who he married in 1844 when she was 24. One of his children, Lyon Gardiner Tyler Sr., was fairly similar in his procreation habits, fathering 3 children with his first wife and another 3 with his second, who was 35 years his junior. John Tyler and his son both fathered children by 2 different wives, well into a more advanced age. So why is that such a big deal? Because as of right now, Harrison Ruffin Tyler, the son of Lyon Gardiner Tyler Sr., is still alive. That's right. There is currently a living grandson of the 10th President of the United States. Until just a few years ago, there were 2. Lyon Gardiner Tyler Jr. passed away in 2020, although you may not have heard about it then since there are a few other things going on that year. But just think about it. One family in 3 generations has survived the entire history of the United States under the Constitution. This has been American Esoterica. All sounds were made by me, Brian Powers. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it right? Just want to compare family trees? Drop me a note. The address is yell@americanesoterica.com. Thank you for listening, and God bless America.